What's up YouTube? Today's Geeky Acrylics video, I'm finally going to be sharing my time-lapse of my Doom Patrol custom Funko of Larry Trainor, aka Negative Man. This was actually created for season 1 of the Doom Patrol TV show, but I filmed all these clips and I'm just now getting around to editing them. I decided to go back and kind of rework my video editing process. I'm trying to make these videos get a little better for you guys, so I condensed the clips a bit, and this is basically still step-by-step of me using polymer clay over an existing Funko Pop to create Larry. This specific Funko was inspired by the episode Danny Patrol. And for this, when I sculpted him, I knew, obviously, I wanted to do a scene from Danny Patrol where he's holding the microphone, but he's still got the bandages, so he's definitely 100% recognizable as, I guess you would say, Negative Man. That's more so what they reference him, like in the comics or whatever. On the show, he just kind of goes by Larry, but yeah, so I want to do the bandages, and I wanted it to look, I don't know, like authentic. Like I could have easily just covered his whole head in clay and then sculpted out the lines for the bandages. But I kind of went in and made little thin strips of clay, and then kind of placed them over. And I did that on the top, and I wrapped it around the sides. You can see here, though, in like the bottom bit, it was a little confusing how I was going to wrap the lines and not have too much thick overlap. So I did draw in the lines there at the bottom around his mouth, but everything else was basically placed in strips to really give it that bandaged look. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. I did add some texture. Unfortunately with the clay, as you work with it over time, it does get really soft in your hands, and then it becomes too hard to keep some of that detail in. So I do have to go over that a couple more times before I bake him to keep that kind of textured look in, but I'm really glad I did that. It really adds a little something extra to the bandages. The goggles were definitely trial and error as well. Just trying to get the right shape of them. I think I drew it out on like a piece of plastic and measured it out before putting on his face. But I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out. What you don't see on camera here is me rolling out tiny clay snakes and actually lacing up his little boots there. Once everything was sculpted out, he was baked, primered, sanded, just to try to get a really nice, clean, smooth surface for the paint. This is obviously painted in acrylic paints. What you're seeing here is just the first coat. It took about at least three good coats of that brown, to get a solid coat on his jacket. When you're painting in acrylics on Funkos, you really want to work in really thin layers and just build it up. If you go really thick to try to get so you're not seeing all the lines and stuff, you're going to end up with messy, clumpy paint and brush strokes and stuff like that. So just go really thin, and you can always just keep layering it up. The boots were done with actually a black primer, so it really only took 1 to 2 coats to do those. But everything else, like the beige, the fur parts of the jacket and the brown and the pants and stuff, it definitely took multiple coats as well as the green to get something really solid built up. But I really think it does a good job of capturing his look in season 1. I hope everyone's watching season 2. It's really great so far. The first 3 episodes are out at the time that I'm filming, recording this commentary here. and it's really great. I love the humor. The characters are amazing. The writing, the acting, it's fantastic. So I hope you're checking that out on either HBO Max or DC Universe. Support the show. Watch Doom Patrol. It's hilarious. For the bandages, I started with a much darker layer. You know, when you got bandages, you see them and they kind of have, they're not super, super white, you know. I want to give them kind of like a yellowed, not really like dingy look, but like he's had them on for a minute. So I put down a darker base layer, but then I dry brush a much lighter color over top of that, and I think it came out pretty well. The goggles, just as the matte black for those as well. But yeah, make sure you also stay tuned for the end of the video. I'm going to not just show you finished clips of Larry here, but also the full Doom Patrol cast. I was commissioned to do a full 6-piece set from season 1, and I was also commissioned to do one of the villains, and that was a really fun project. I'm really honored to be able to do that for people in the Doom Patrol community. Curious what I'll be working on for season 2. Maybe there'll be an episode that really inspires me to do something kind of like this Danny Patrol episode did here. I'll link in the description below for my Robot Man Cliff custom Funko from Doom Patrol. Here's the full set here. Make sure if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll leave my Etsy link below if you are interested in your own custom Funkos, and also some links if you want to create your own custom Funko Pops. Again, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.